bro with the clickbait. Hey, what's up, y'all? I'm just tweeting out the link right now. We are on a little bit of a late start to the typically scheduled program. So please hit the like button, send it out, but we about to get into it. What's up, DJ Reese? And we got XEN CRYPTO Dutchland. What's up, y'all? We about to start in a second. Give me 1 minute. All right, I got it. I think I got it all set up here. Yo, what's up, Tree City West? What up, Blue Bison? What it do, what it do? Let's go full, man. Let's go full with it. Y'all see all the bullshit in my background? Some real city vibes right here. You got the AC waiting for the hottest day. What's up, YouTube? What's up, Crypto Land? Let me make sure the music is down. All right. All right. I think we're ready now. What's up, YouTube? What's up, Crypto Land? What's up, cyberspace? This your boy, Crypto Bruh, coming back again with another daily video on Monday, May 22nd, 2023. Was an amazing weekend, and I had to do some stuff today, regular real life shit. So I'm having a little bit of a late start today. Might have a late start tomorrow too, with kindness, if I don't get everything figured out, but we're gonna get it figured out. You know what I'm saying? You live and you learn in the real world. You go, you get to the appointment, then they tell you it's gonna be X amount of money to get your car inspected, and then you gotta go and sell some DBZen and really look at the market and say, damn, is this shit failing? So we're gonna talk about it. Without further ado, let's jump into it, y'all. So right now, I'm actually, I'm like just getting home from doing all this real life shit. So I haven't even plugged in my daily activity before claiming. So you can hang out with me while I do this. But right now I'm updating my AVAX DBZen because it's failing hard. Yet I still get paid every day. So this is pretty cool, pretty neato. DBZen on Avalanche, steady paying. I've had consistent divs. Actually, my divs have been rising ever since the 16th. So this right here is a scale. I posted this on my Twitter yesterday, but this is an 18-day scale looking at DBZen. Waiting to get to that month mark, right? June 3rd, I'll have a month of data for AVAX Zen or AVAX DBZen, so I can see what it's like to be over there, right? Because DBZen, I see it. Everyone's confused. They're so used to shit coins and pump and dumps that they don't actually know that crypto can work, right? Crypto can have a utility. It doesn't just have to be this coin is yellow coin and it's going to pump and we're going to turn it into blue coin, right? That's not the case here. This is a fairly launched Zen ecosystem product. So again, I said this in a space this past weekend, but whenever crypto bruh is rocking on something, I want to know how do we end up back in Zen. So that's kind of where we are when we look at DBZen on Ethereum. But let me go ahead and claim this just so I can shit on everybody, right? AVAX fees are really cheap, like extremely cheap. Cents on the dollar. Collecting AVAX is it's not that hard. It's like 2 cents. Whenever this pops up here, let me take it off screen. Maybe it'll work better. What's up, y'all? Hope y'all having a good Monday, though. You know it's DBZen Monday, so I'm wearing my DBZen shirt. Y'all already know. Damn, why is this shit taking so long? Let's try it again. Oh, there it is. So yeah, 3 cents to claim your stakes on Avalanche. Same on Polygon's around 3 cents. Pretty cool. On Moonbeam, it's like nothing because they don't have any gas over there or something. Like it just don't cost nothing. Let's check it. Let's check out Moonbeam. But yeah, I've been looking at the DBZen world, and I'm pretty excited that what I have, which I think is my alpha, I actually laid it out yesterday in a Zen Spaces, and I should have pulled the trigger. Instead, I listened to the community sentiment, and I am now part of the community. I did not make a move, and yeah, I am now a slave to the idea because I had it. I had the best move. Maybe I'll still do it now, but I am subjective. So, subjective to gas. You're right. Over the weekend, gas was literally 26 squay on Ethereum. We're already back to 72. And that's just simply because, again, Ethereum is a 9 to 5, right? We want businesses on ETH. So, since businesses will be built on ETH Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, you should see a lot of heavy activity from everybody making exchanges. And that's why I'm not. Again, if you've been watching the channel, man, make sure you like and subscribe and follow. And also remember, this your boy Crypto, bro. I make music. I'm a DJ. You feel me? Crypto enthusiast that just happens to know how the game go, right? So do not follow me. This is not financial advice. This is advice for those that can comprehend. And this is the advanced channel. So if you don't understand shit, might need to go and start somewhere else. But if you're really trying to understand what we got going on in Zen world, that's pretty much what my value proposition is on YouTube, man. I'll give you some value on every aspect of the blockchain so that you can make a studious play, a more intellectual play, rather than just jumping off a cliff and praying to God it doesn't hurt when you hit the ground. Now, looking at ETH, this is kind of what I'm saying here. 9 to 5, gas should be high Monday through Friday. Should be expected. Saturday and Sundays, you're always going to have the best gas. So the real plays do happen on the weekends. And I had the best one here, man. What I was thinking of doing was I have 94 rewards in the reward in my burn pool. So like I've burned so far, dun 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 dun. I've burned 400 or 470 million Zen for DBZen, right? That's how much I've put in the pool here. I haven't burned since the the 16th. Damn, it's been a while. So I haven't burned since April 16th. I've been steadily buying DXN, and I have these rewards, but definitely I was rolling my protocol fee back into the price. Now, what we've learned here in DXN is that this is a very slow game, and this game has maybe 7 different other games going on while one game is actually happening, right? So somebody put it in a good perspective. Vanilla game for DBZen is just burning Zen and protocol fee and sitting in the pool and getting protocol fee share. Vanilla. You ain't gotta do nothing else. That's actually an okay method. If you're just stacking and staking, you're still getting protocol fee, and depending on how much you have in, you're still getting this protocol fee, right? And this protocol fee is created based on these parameters of burning your Zen. So as people want to burn more Zen, they increase the protocol fee. So the more Zen game, that's another fucking game. That's why I was like, yo, if you don't want to play that game, go long. Just burn Zen as you get it, and don't even look back. Yo, what up, Damien? Thanks for the 5. Off-peak ETH, fuck the world. Straight up, man. Thanks for pulling up to the late stream. What up, Willow? Thanks for coming through as well. We got Ryan John. I was gonna say Ron John, but now we got Ryan John in the house. Get some XeNFT action yesterday on that low gas on ETH. Yeah, man. I didn't. I'm playing the field because I got a lot of Zen, so I'm lucky to be able to look at the situation and know that I'm not in a rush in any avenue, bro. We strolling right now, straight stroll. That's why I'm saying I'm starting to realize all of the games going on, and I had the best game yesterday. Maybe I saved myself though, so we'll keep talking about the game that I was gonna play yesterday that was on the board because of the low gas. I should screenshot at the ZenPub so you guys can really see what I'm talking about. But hopefully you're listening and you're putting it all together. Now the other game we have here is this protocol fee game. So as people want to burn more Zen, right? Because it's only 2.5 million to engage with the protocol. But if you do want to increase your batches, increased batches increase the amount of Zen that's burned, but this also increases the amount of protocol fee that the burner has to pay in order to burn their Zen and get some of this auction, this DXN that's auctioned every single day. And this auction is decreasing in supply every single day by 0.2%. Amazing tokenomics, dude. I'm just like, this is like in the back of my hands now. It's so crazy. But yeah, like this is gonna go down every day, which means that the burn naturally will increase. So there's a game there. If you're playing the lobby every single day, you're gonna have to burn more and more throughout the period of burning. If you start with one batch, at some point in time, you're gonna have to go to 2 because you're fighting inflation that's decreasing daily. So yes, the number is inflating, but because of the 2% reduction of daily supply, you're actually losing opportunity by not getting into the day. So that's why there's another game there where if you are burning one batch, eventually one batchers will be burning 2, and so on and so on. So there are people who are automatically like, you know what, I need 30 batches. Oopsies. There's some people who go, you know what, I need 10,000 batches. I'm gonna burn the max I can get, 124 ETH. Give it to me. I need it all. Now this is a fun game to play if you have a lot of Zen to burn, but right now it's not the most strategic. Okay. So what was the game I was gonna play yesterday? Because we didn't get shit. I have 200. I have 300 and let's go over here. We'll look at the earnings. So I have 324. We 324 coins here, and we only got 0.15 ETH yesterday. Let's see how much that is. Let's take it to the bank. We're going to the bank. Lazy. P's NFTs will not show up on OpenSea because OpenSea does not support PulseChain. Yeah, the people on PulseChain need to create an NFT gallery so that people can view their NFTs. But yeah, let's see right here. So it's my ETH converter to USD value. All right, let's go ahead and do 0.515, which is I should have restarted my computer before I did this. Accept cookies. So I made 27 bucks yesterday, man. We're freaking rich. Right? So this is what's happening right now. The divs, like after today and after this week, I'm probably not going to collect my protocol fee. 0.2 was pretty much my floor of collection. Now that we've broken past the 0.2 and we're down to 0.1, I'm playing my game, right? This is my game. Don't do what I'm doing because you need to know what you're doing, and if you don't know, you're wrecking yourself. So yesterday, my plan was to actually unclaim my rewards because I need to unclaim these anyways. These need to get out of here. The real ATM strategy is to have all your coins in the staking area. The reason for that is because you can unstake a single amount. So if I want to just get one DXN out of my ATM, I just go and hit one and I hit unstake. But when your rewards are clustered inside of this bucket here, you can't take out one to make sure that you don't lose the divs on the next day, right? Like once you hit claim here, all 94 of these tokens are going to come out. And then I'm not going to have 94 tokens in my staking pool for, I just say 3 days. I'm not going to have them for 3 days, inquiring more share pool, because they're going to be going through that vetting process of getting reapplied to my staked balance, right? So I gotta get these bitches out of here. That was yesterday's theory. That's actually been my theory for like the last 2 weeks, and I've just been watching it and watching the price. Like if you've been watching the channel, you know I said DXN's going to around $7. If you were previously watching before the $7 prediction, we were predicting sub $10 DXN back when it broke, right when it didn't when it got rejected right here. So when DXN got rejected at this level of 35 back on May 10th, the sentiment had definitely changed because, again, the only people who can push the price down are one, people who are claiming rewards and selling them, or two, it'll be the lobby people entering the lobby and dumping their coins the next day, right? So I've been also watching this here, which is the daily reward claim. So there's a lot of strategy here if you've been playing DXN. And this is why I love DXN, because it forces people to really pay attention. And the people who pay the most attention will reap the most rewards. Those that just peek in and say DBZen is dead, they'll be buying our bags. You'll be buying my bag. That's 100%. Now you'll see here on this claim rewards is a pretty nice oscillation idea, where the burners are continuously claiming and dumping. So that is another way for the price to go down. And that's why we were able to make that assumption that, yo, we might be going to $10 because everybody sold their coins back here on the 10th. Like they didn't have to do that. We had a nice green candle to the upside, but for some reason we needed to come down. Now, if we look at the RSI here from that moment too, scoot, 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 you'll see here that this was like a perfect setup. It was perfect. We broke out of this downtrend that was happening on smaller time frames, and we bumped up and broke past the resistance point of 46 on the RSI. Now, why would we reverse backwards, right? Like everything was looking great, consolidation to the upside, great green candle, ugly blow off top. So that right there was the key to know that, hey, we might be done here. This cycle is shorter than this cycle, right? And those are things you want to see on a chart, in my opinion. You want to see the shorter consolidation cycles that are rejected to the downside, because then in a sense you could just think this was an ongoing downtrend from here, from April 22 until May. So for the last month, DXN has been straight down. And if you would have said DXN was dead back here and sold all your coins, you would have sold the top. So this is kind of why, for me at least, I'm still very, very, very bullish on DXN. You already know it's DBZen Mondays, bro. So we're getting really deep in the game here. I see some people are dropping their ETHs into the pool. Now, why am I still bearish and thinking we can go to $7, right? And this is kind of why I was like, yo, I need to get these coins out of here and I need to sell them on the DEX, right? And make a new play. Because I got some DXN and we DCAing in anyways. But we need a new play. Where are the other games in DXN, right? Like I really started to think, because there's like 7 different games going on at one time. Like that's what I'm talking about when I'm segueing through DXN, is all the different variables of strategy based on this protocol. And I don't have anything else besides blockchains where I think this much, bro. So it's an amazing utility tool, and I cannot wait for it to find its bottom. Now, why do I think it's gonna find a bottom? Because again, what we're learning in Zen and what we're learning in a fair launch environment is that at some point the yin and yang comes in, where the buyer, the seller have to basically bind together, right? That's kind of what's happening right now. As people sell every day, the buyers are buying it, and then the sellers return, and then the buyers buy it, and then the sellers return, right? Like that's every single day since April 2nd. And right here, though, you got some choppy waters where you could think of this as exit liquidity. You could have exited out of DXN in full if you didn't sell up here, and you would still have some profits. Now, what's crazy is I got in DXN day one, so I'm still in profit, and that's why I'm like, yo, I need to make a move before I'm out of profit, and my 94 is less than what I burned, right? So like, let's see, I burned again, I burned 476 DXN for Zen. Now we're going to switch charts. We're going to go from the ETH chart to DXN versus Zen because I think these are the most important charts. Anything versus Zen is the most important chart in the bear market because the Zen is the liquidity, right? Everybody got ETH, but Zenians got Zen. So with Zenians pair, or as a Zenian, you should be wanting to pair every derivative token to Zen so you could be getting more Zen from people trading the token. That's like the benefit of you getting in early, right? I mean, that's why I'm like, I can't believe people aren't so bullish on like Phoenix because it's just gonna print you so much Zen. Like you won't even need to mint anymore because you're just like so included in the ecosystem, right? That's like what do you call it? The people who are so rich that they don't even need to fucking work, bro. They just put the money in the bank and it rotates. That should be you in crypto right now. I mean, if you want to work, if you want to mint every day, click over here, find a new shit coin over there. Like, hey, do your thing, man. I ain't gonna knock nobody that wants to be a construction worker because we need those, right? We need people to build, right? And if you're building every day like that, then like more power to you. Me, I guess I'm a veteran at this point, so I'd rather chill and come back to the bank and realize that the bread is there times whatever, right? So we're looking at DXN versus Zen. This should have been on a straight down. So this was another giveaway. And you'll see I drew a Fibonacci right here. And this was another confirmation on the Zen chart. When I saw that green candle and then the little blow off here, I was like, yep, they rejected that shit. But let's just look at it real quick. So if I go to Zen, I said 470 million. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So like I'm just above profit right now, man. Fuck. God damn it, Cleo. I knew it. I knew it, man. Kid, if you're watching this, Cashew, if you're watching this, Hexy, if you're watching this. See, this is what I was talking about yesterday. This is why I came into the Twitter spaces to electrify our belief system because everyone was thinking this shit was down. And I was like, nah, man, there's a play on the DEX where if you have some coins, you might be able to sell some of your coins right now and then re-enter the lobby like the whales are doing. Just like the whales. Like you don't need a shit ton, right? Like you don't need to be doing billions. You could do a very small amount because now what we're seeing is that the lobbies are smaller and the Ethereum being occurred. Ethereum is lower because there's less high rollers, right? Everyone is playing with around 125 million Zen. 2.5 million Zen. It's low rollers right now. And what they're doing is the people on the top definitely are snagging up the coins and selling them for ROI. Because why not? Like that's a game. Snag up all the coins, sell them for ROI. Now, what I'm trying to get more people to understand about DXN and why it needs to die is that we need these fees to get lower. When these fees get lower, I mean they're pretty fucking low right now. Like like I said, like I've been doing the math and. I mean, shout outs to y'all that are viewing in. Get to see the window of opportunity. But yeah, I got in on the first week. So I caught this whole like no ETH. I was the ETH. 10, 8, 13, 18, 20, and then take off. So like technically everybody from day one is holding up the price right now. But that's why they're not trying to get out. Because that person doesn't need to. Like what I'm talking about right now, I don't need to do this shit. I can keep my coins here and continue to get my $27 until we go to zero. Because now that means where I'm at with it is now that we're at 23, I'm gonna get $10 when we're at fucking 13. And then I'm gonna get $1 when we're at 3 ETH. But 3 ETH in the liquidity bruh, what are you doing? It's like when do we get to the part where people's brains turn the fuck on? Like, look at this thing here. All right, and this is just pure alpha because I've been keeping track. You should do it too. Someone asked for this this earnings spreadsheet. I'm gonna start a Telegram very soon, probably like in June as I get more and more things together because I just want to make sure it's delivered correctly. But we're gonna get a Zen Telegram going with strategies and fun chats and just like just like 100% Zen so everybody can really explore opportunity, explore strategy in a safe space, I guess you could say, where someone's not going to shit on you. They're going to challenge you and really try to break your strategy. That's how it should be. Like people, and then we should be challenging each other and breaking each other's strategy and not necessarily trying to get everyone on the same strategy because that's not the wave here. It's fairly launched, baby. You can do whatever you want. So what I'm noticing and why I'm still ahead is that we have the daily ETH that is decreasing viciously. Like I said, in a month ago on the 22nd, we had a vicious drop in pool participation. We went from 90 to 68 and then the price dumped. So who do you think did that shit? Right? Now you can literally see it. And then ever since that wash on the 21st, we have never recovered. We did recover again on the fake out right here, May 10th, 11th, and 12th. We had 100 DBZen come in. What happened? It dumped. But pay attention. We had just the same amount right below it, 70 the next day, and so on. So we haven't had this pump happen again yet. And the question is it going to be returning similar to the way that this lead up to the 10th happened, right? You see we got all the way down here to 41 ETH in the pool on the 30th. Let's check out the price. That's why I'm bullish on this shit though. Oh, I'm looking at it versus Zen. Oh, I didn't even finish my thought here. Let me finish this thought. Switch this to the Zen price and you can get a better perspective of what you're dealing with. When the DEX is less than what it is to burn, then you really should be buying this shit. But honestly, you shouldn't be buying it until it's less. Like if you're being strategic about the scenario, you don't want to buy it until it's less than like like right now I can get one DXN for 5.2 million Zen. So it's still 2 times the price on the DEX than to burn. And this is kind of why I'm saying it is still good to buy off the DEX because we're getting extremely close to parity. And the thing about DBZen and this parity thing that's just got me so fucking horny, bro, is just that like whenever this number gets closer to basically zero, zero being like no one entered the pool or ETH is extremely high. You know what I mean? Like that's what it should be. Like these numbers should be shrinking as ETH goes up in price because you necessarily don't need as much ETH to make such a an impact on the lobby to have interest, right? When ETH is more expensive, you don't really need that high number brings attraction. Right now, high numbers do bring attraction because ETH is still a desirable price at 1,800. But when that should go back to $3,000, I do also expect to see $100 ETH days. But at the low of the cycle, I would technically see like a 3, right? Or like maybe like a 1. But in this cycle, when you have low gas, low priced ETH, and a small community, I do feel like we're getting really, really close to a bottom of the cycle. Whether it's today or sometime this week, I think something is going to happen where ETH starts to come back. Burner starts to come back. And by the time that happens, if you're not already burning or making a strategy to burn, you're burning with a crowd, right? And what do we say when in the very beginning of me streaming like every single fucking day, man? The lonely play is the best play. Do not play the play with everyone else. And that's what happened to me this weekend, man. I was like, yo, I need to sell my DXN. And I think maybe it's I'm still strategizing here, but I think maybe it's a good thing that I'm starting to realize this because now I have a new metric. And as long as the price, like, so today would be the day where it's like, yeah, maybe I need to get out because, again, my DXN at 94, I have 20 million extra Zen on there, right? I could sell, get that 20 mil, right, and burn it again. So, yeah, that's this right here. So three DXN for 20 million. And realistically, I could enter the lobby and pump my bags. Right? Like that's where we are now too. It's like DXN, if you're a staker, you wanna burn because that pumps your lobby and it pumps your bags. It's like Phoenix. In Phoenix, you actually wanna burn if you're staking. And that's what antagonizes stakers to keep burning. That's what keeps the burn going when nobody gives a fuck. Like they're still burning over here. Like the reward pool is filling up again on Matic, right? Which means people are still burning. The incentive, though, to burn as a stake or to burn in like Phoenix is that I'm staked, and if I burn, I get the rewards because I know how it works. Like I get the rewards. So the same thing. What happened in DBZen at some point? People will return to burn because they're gonna want the rewards. They're not gonna want to buy it off the decks and wait 3 days to get their bread back, right? Like today, like I said, I could sell my DXN and DCA as the lobbies get lower, getting a better rate than ever. And that's why I'm like, yo, man, Zen's a failure. Zen is a fucking failure. Feel me? What's up, chat? Ron says Zen is such an epic game that a beast like Phoenix can even get any attention. It's unreal. Yeah, it's such an epic game that nobody cares about Phoenix, man. I'm so focused on Phoenix though. I'm not gonna fall off Phoenix for y'all or for myself because I know Phoenix is gonna do numbers. I don't know what the X's are looking like, but I know they looking good. And I'll let everybody else sleep. Like people can't even comprehend DBZen, and all you gotta do is look at the fees going down every day. So it's like, yo, so you mean to tell me this thing has cycles where it goes to zero and you can get in as if you got in like it's day one? What the fuck? And then it's just going to be harder and harder to get day one cycle because more and more people catch on. Here's another thing like that. That's like Phoenix. When the reward pool flushes, so many people are going to catch on to Phoenix that like by that time it's too late. Like you should have been already in Phoenix, been already had the stakes that are going to change your life, right? You should have been had all that shit. Now you standing in line with everybody else because you waited until they saw what you knew. Um, I'm not doing that shit. Fuck that. Not me. But yeah, this is a sleeper. Come on, load the reward pool already. Come on, man. Come on. So the reward pool flushes here on the 3rd of June. So June 3rd, we're gonna have the flush here. I'm still in ROI. I haven't done any other stakes. I'm not even gonna front. Now that I understand the ecosystem, for Phoenix, my breadwinner will probably be AVAX. Because number one thing about Avalanche is it has way, way good fees, man. Those fees are amazing. And then Avalanche, I can send my bread directly to Coinbase to pay myself. And then I could use my Coinbase card to basically, live if I wanted to, if I didn't want to go into AVAX or like sell the AVAX, I could just use the Coinbase card and sell the crypto as I go for like taxes purposes, blah, blah, blah. So like it's pretty unique on an Avalanche, and I think this type of DApp would do really good there. Again, Avalanche is another good DApp where a lot of degens aren't there, so people tend to have more protocol integrity. Whereas like Binance Chain and Matic, I could feel it. People don't have good integrity, right? Everyone runs into the Phoenix chat and then they're like, "Why is MZen down?" It's like, yo, actually, what's gonna save MZen? That Zen Shiba project. That shit's gonna save MZen. Like Zen Doge should have came out on a different chain, not on ETH. Oh, y'all already know, man. If you was watching the stream, I was knocking that last week, bro. I dodged a bullet. I still burned because everybody was making me feel stupid, but I was like, man, nah, fuck that. You guys are stupid. I'm not stupid. And I can't believe it. Some people really did burn $1,000 worth of Zen and they held they held the Doge, and now the Doge would have been cheaper for you if you just would have bought it and saved your Zen for something else. Find some other capital or sell the capital of the Zen into the native so you could just buy it off of this thing. Or like I was saying before, if you're a real Zenian, you should be pairing each one of the derivatives with Zen and an LP so that that motherfucker that fucks up has to pay you a fee now to get their Zen back, right? Like there's so many ways to play it in so many angles. But yeah, Zen Shiba is coming to Polygon. Polygon needs a fucking shitcoin to absorb all of the bullshit over there because people just could not comprehend it. I sound like a meanie, Let me shut up. Evening all. What's up, Dave? Thanks for popping up, man. I know it's pretty late over there. Usually I'm in the afternoon. It's going to it's going to pennies, bruh. 22 cents. You think DBZen is going to 22 cents? Ha! Yo, I wish. But there's another key metric that you have to listen to in DBZen. Like if you want to do it yourself, maybe I'll even do it on my Twitter. I'll like put a poll up and I'll ask people how much money they would put on DBZen under $7. And if the poll screams $1,000, just know that you probably won't get it. Because if everybody got $1,000 now, the price is going to get bought up because everyone understands the mechanics. They're just not buying the product yet. Again, you want to be buying when everyone else is fearful. Classic Buffett. But what we see here is that I'm still up. I deposited a principal, and this one's pretty cool because this is my purchased. Because I said the same thing on Phoenix. I said Phoenix will be cheaper to buy than to burn, but I still did do a burn of 32 million Zen just so I could, you gotta burn, bro. You gotta burn. So I did burn, and I do have ROI there as well. And then I did go and buy off the decks to grab the extra rewards that someone left behind, right? This 8,000 Phoenix, in a sense, you could think of that on the decks as someone leaving a 2x behind. And another thing you have to pay attention to on Phoenix that no one is really pointing out is that the share rate went bonkers on Polygon after after the lobby ended, right? So then that means this ETH one. This is why I'm like playing my cards right, right? So I got some Zen that's about to come out on the 20. Ooh, shit. Today is the 22nd. Is it today or tomorrow, B? Actually, don't know. But I got some Zen coming out this week on Ethereum. So is it this week or next week? It might be next week on the 26th. Oh God. But I got some ETH coming out. I'm gonna burn it directly for Phoenix. Phoenix is gonna get the bag. Um, because again, if I burn, I pump my rewards because I know I'm gonna stake it. So I'm gonna stake it. I'm gonna get some cool ladders going, and I'm gonna try to get the best possible scenario because of the share rate, right? So we see here on Polygon, the share rate went up to 1.86. So everybody's already paying a zero point 0.6 or 0.86 percentage more on their stakes than anybody that actually staked before that, right? So anybody who staked before the reward pool, they win because this is going to keep ratcheting up and keep increasing as people in stakes. And I'm a fool for that too. Like if I switch over to Polygon right now, I put a lot of my stakes around the reward pool. So I'm gonna be ratcheting, and I got some big ones too. So I'm gonna be ratcheting up the share rate as mine's end, and that's why on Ethereum, I think it's gonna be extremely important to get your stakes in as soon as you can, because the way that everybody is the way that it's looking right now is that everyone is staking around the reward pool on Ethereum, which means that it should have an even more vicious share rate increase than the other chains. Because if everyone's stake ends on the same day, then if right, like now we have people who do 21s, we have people who've already done longer stakes, so they're gonna get the equity from the pool, and they're gonna need to be protected, and that's why the share rate increases, so that the equity in the equity pool still has integrity to anybody who wants to stake longer. So new stakers have to pay more Phoenix in order to get the same rate you got at one. And that's bullish to me because, like I said, that just means that the share rate increases, and the share rate is going to do two things. It's going to pump Zen burn because as the share rate increases, you're going to have to burn more Zen in order to participate, right? And that's why the rewards are already popping. All right, the rewards are already going up, which is amazing. And then you're going to have to buy more Phoenix in order to increase the inflation, right? So that's a really good thing too, because buying Phoenix means that there's going to be buy pressure on the DEX whenever the reward pools get really close. Because there will always be people who only do reward pools because they can't get the long-term thought behind their play, right? So they're just going to stay within their short-term plays, which is fine because the short-term players, they ratchet up the share rate. So we want short-term players for long-term stakers because it protects the equity pool even more. So let's look at these active stakes on Polygon. I got flushed heavy, but yeah, everybody's blaming Phoenix for XEN price when it's like, dude, it's fucking Matic. Like that shit is pennies. Matic is McDonald's, yo. Ethereum is five-star diner. Like a Avalanche is like Johnny Rockets. No, Avalanche is like Chick-fil-A. It's like you for sure want to pick that one for sure. But yeah, looking at this, we had it going up. But yeah, like as we can see here, payouts paid out. All of my stakes ending in 26, all of them doubled. So we went from 25,000 Phoenix to now 56,000 Phoenix in the payout if I stay staked. I had a lot of questions asking me why people were like, "Hey, I staked for 7777, but I didn't get a lot of reward because like they were expecting all of it to go to pay now." Now, this is not the case. The case is that the longer you're staked out, the more shares you have. But when it comes to the reward pool, it's going to be based, the payout is, or the pay now is going to be based on how close you are to maturing your stake. So if you're really far away from the maturity date, then you're not going to get all of those rewards today. Like you need to stay in the pool because now those rewards are in the equity pool, right? They went to all the shares, and then now your share has what is yours, but it's in the equity pool and you have to finish your stake in order to get it. Now there might be cases, which is like down here, where you got quite a bit, right? You got a pretty penny, but you're still not at ROI. So this particular stake ends on 6/4, and if I were to end right now, I would only get 578,000 Phoenix. But look at this stake, right? This one ends on the 30th, and so does this one. This one also ends on the 30th. So what we can see here is I'm more, since I'm closer to maturity, I got more mature payout based on my maturity date. So the equity pool is working a dream, did exactly what it needs to do. But if I stay in the fucking pool, I'm gonna get 139,000 Phoenix. So yeah, I could. This is what we were saying. Like, yeah, there's gonna be these moments where humans are gonna be like, you know what? I need this Phoenix right now. This 74,000 Phoenix can really change my life, and I don't have the 6 day or the 8 days to wait for it to finish maturing. Like this works for me, and I'm at least almost back to my principal. So you technically you could end your stake and pay a penalty, and then those penalties go to stakers, right? So what would the penalty be right now? Dun 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 dun. Ooh, disgusting. So you could pay a penalty of 46%. And again, if you this is the thing, it's like this is why this program is going to work so amazing over time. As more and more people get hip to the protocol, we'll see real life effects. Like, look at what happened to me today. Went to get my goddamn car expected in the future or in the real world, and I got some inflation numbers. So now I'm like, yo, I need to scoop up some coins because real life is knocking on the door, so we can get uh, this machine in working order to continue life, right? So life does come at you fast, and when it does, you should have the ability to move freely. And that's what I like about Phoenix and these 13-week payouts. Every 13 weeks, if you are positioning yourself around a reward pool, you might get a payout large enough to get you to the principal of your stake so that if something in the real world comes up, you'll be able to cash out your Phoenix and go and handle that real world opportunity. Now, what happens to that future payout, right? Like you're leaving around 40,000 Phoenix on the table. That goes to the staker class, right? You got to pay a penalty for exiting early because you didn't, you didn't hold up your side of the bargain. Like you said, you were going to be in until the 30th, and you're trying to pull out on the 22nd. You got to pay a fee, homie. And that fee goes to all stakers, and that's why, again, we're bullish. We're bullish over here. Let's get back to these active stakes. Can't believe people are sleeping on Phoenix, man. But it also Phoenix and the Zen Doge thing this weekend, it really showed me where we are in crypto, and it made me bearish as fuck on crypto in general. Like I started to really just think about cryptocurrency as an industry and just really looking out the lens or the landscape of today's scenario. And yeah, if you're pinching pennies in today, you might want to get a job. Does look like we have some turbulence headed, and it's going to surprise everyone. And that's kind of why, for me, I'm really focused on the Zen world because, again, Zen world is 100% fairly launched and fairly distributed. So, with that distribution being fair, I can make fair plays. And and what you're thinking is the fair play is probably the fairest play out. And if you're the only one thinking it, it's like Battleship. Like you just wrecked someone's ship because they didn't think you would call the square, bro. Um, but yeah, looking at Phoenix here, let's look at the ones that actually ended stakes. So you can go down here and you can see your ended stakes. There's also some more confusion. You need to keep your stake active if you want to get the rewards. So even if your stake is matured, you could technically let it run and like let it bleed past the reward day so that you can gather some of the rewards from the pool. But the day that you ended and it ends up on this page, on this ended stake page, you no longer are going to get shares for that ended stake. Okay, so you want to make sure you don't put the stake here until you are satisfied with your payout now tab. So we ended our stakes. We turned 1,000. We did a 15-day stake, bruh. And we had 400,000 Phoenix, and we turned it into 742,000 Phoenix. So that was a straight up win. And then this one was 10 days, so shorter. So again, I got in after this one, and I did another test to make sure, like, hey, can you short stakes? So there are short stakes available, but it does look like a short staker would be someone who's going to stake maybe a month before the reward pool, not someone that's coming in today and saying, I'm going to stake for 2 years. You're already thinking long. And that's where everyone is confused and says that Phoenix is a rug pool because they want to come in and they want to do a 15-day stake or a 10-day stake, but they're going to be coming in 10 weeks before the reward pool, lost in the sauce. Where did my rewards go? Where's my Phoenix? Like, damn, man, you need to pay attention. But you'll see here, this 10-day stake, it actually grossed 852 extra Phoenix. So right now I am sitting here in a liquid position trying to figure out what my next move should be. We'll see what happens because, again, I think my main focus is going to be Avalanche. Now that I see how the whole program works, I really want to park my longest stakes on the chain with the cheapest fees that's connected to Coinbase. I have some hit or misses here with the Polygon, you know. Sometimes I'll send it to Coinbase from Polygon mainnet and it'll bounce back. So I don't know what's going on there, but I know on AVAX I've never had that happen. I send from C Chain to Coinbase and it's always showing up, man. It's amazing. Yo, what's up, Hexamore? What's up? What's up? We got Mr. E in the house. Oh, y'all chatting right now. Setting up my gas for 5 million beats on PulseChain if they hit a few times overnight. Oh, okay, so you can set and forget it on PulseChain right now? That's pretty fire. Yeah, we're going to jump over there in a second. The volume is moving on PulseChain and PulseX. The trend is real and just getting started. Word. Hey, I hear a lot of good things about PulseChain, and seems people are starting to have some fun over there. DBZen ETH is what you're saying. Why do you think the bottom will be $7 on DXN? Oh, yeah, I guess I never finished that thought because I started talking about Phoenix. But DXN is, I think, $7 because what I did was I did $7. What I'm doing now is I'm looking at it in Zen. I changed it to Zen World. It has to be built. It has to be built out in Zen World, or you're not going to understand why it's going down. When you keep it priced in USDC, it just looks like it's never going to find a bottom because it's just going straight down. When you look at it in Zen World, you'll see in a second here. So yeah, looking at it at USDC, or looking at it priced in USDC, you're not going to get the best perspective because, again, you want to be looking at Zen price. And Zen might go down in price, which would technically bring this down in price anyways. So if you're just going ahead and checking this out in Zen priced, you can start to see that we're entering the bottom of that cycle because it's just like Phoenix. Phoenix is 10,000 to 1. So it's better to buy it off of the DEX and create a price versus burning your precious Zen for something you can get cheaper. And that's the same thing happening here on the DEX. Cheaper would be right here. I forget when I drew this. Oh, so on the 17th. So on the 17th, I drew this downwards projection, and we actually drew a line here, 44 million. Damn, I wish I could remember why the hell I did that. Oh, maybe it's just because it's the bottom back here. But yeah, 4 million Zen for DXN is just barely above the entry price on the DEX. So the reason why I think we're going to head that low is because the only sell pressure that's coming is from people in the software. So if you're minting every day, if you're burning every day, then you control the price. And if you're not burning every day and you're trying to buy off the DEX, you're the person that they're selling on. Because every time you buy, they're just going to sell on you. So the realistic scenario here is to actually not buy DXN and slowly DCA back into the lobby as we're going to these lower cycles. That would have been the ultimate play. The ultimate play would have been to sell $95 or 83. Well, yeah, it really would have been to sell 95 if you're a fucking gangster. Sell 95 and then not look back. Not look back until you started to see what's happening right now, which is what we're seeing, which is the price of DXN going down due to the sell pressure from the lobby. So it's only selling off because of the pressure from the lobby. Everyone else that's selling their DXN, all these little tiny cells, you could essentially say these people might be stakers. Here, let's look at it. And what I mean by they might be stakers is they might have unstaked their DXN, kind of like what I was talking about in the beginning of the stream. They're going to unstake their DXN, and then they're going to sell it, and then they're going to burn again and try to get a better rate. Because why wouldn't you try to turn 100 DXN into 200 DXN if you can enter the lobby right? Right? So like, let's see. So this account dumped all their bag. They got no more. And a lot of the philosophies that we had in the very beginning, those are valid philosophies. It's just that this is such a fairly launched environment that you need to oscillate with the environment. And if you don't oscillate with the environment, you're going to get burned. But that's everything in life. Everything in life tells you that when the environment starts to change, you need to change with it, right? It's not like you're wearing a puffer outside. Well, it's 80 fucking degrees. Like, you oscillate with the weather, right? It's not like you're standing outside with no umbrella when it's raining. Like, you go and grab an umbrella. So the same thing needs to occur when you're dealing with a fair launched environment, because the yin and yang could be somewhere else. The balance could be somewhere else. So you'll see here 29 minutes ago, this person did exactly do what I just said, was they unstaked, which was staked 22 days ago. So they unstaked and they sold. And as you can see here, this person did the same thing. They burned, right? And then they unstaked and they staked. And then today they unloaded. So it's part of the game. You're going to want to make sure you're on the side of profit, and that's where the $7 comes from. Another $7 indication that I had here was I brought it down to the 1 hour time frame to find the price movement. So it's still pretty young chart, so you can drop it to the 1 hour, and you can go left and you can see where the most price action was, which will be right here. Damn, son, y'all will not let this go. Look at this touch right here, though. This is the only reason I'm skeptical on selling my bag right now. Because I'm like, man, I'm going to definitely sell that shit. And then it's going to turn around. Because I have another theory where we go up and we get rejected. Because everyone's so antsy to buy $7. Because they don't want to burn, right? We don't get rejected if people start burning. If people don't start burning, we're more likely to be rejected at any types of pumps. So it's really on the Zenian. The Zenian controls Phoenix because, we control Phoenix and we control DBZen because we have the Zen. Whereas everybody else has to buy it and they don't get to participate in what you have today. So technically, again, you should be buying Zen and burning it. You shouldn't be just buying DXN. That's the bass backwards way of doing it, because you're going to get more benefits by burning in these lower time frames rather than trying to play the price game. We already did that for like a whole month now. For the whole month, we've been playing the price game, and it has been proven that if you would have been better off being in the liquidity pool, you would have been better off being in a stable. You know what I'm saying? Rather than just buying on the way down. So whenever the next cycle comes, that's where I'm trying to be. I'm trying to buy I'm trying not to play any of the games I'm playing right now. I'm trying to graduate from this bullshit. But you'll see right here, if you follow the DBZen from launch, this capitulation here, that's when everybody thought we were going back to $3, and then it turned around, and it burst right through this area here of $7. If we wanted to be more specific about it, we could get even more bearish and go here and say $6.72, right? Because what you're seeing is I am possibly making the opportunity of lower prices by selling my DXN I've burned for, and everyone else on these days, though that's who has to release the capital. It has to be people who burned in the beginning, because they will set off the equilibrium for those that are coming in today. But if everybody is continuously holding, then we're more likely to test that region of accumulation before taking our next leg up. So that's kind of why I'm watching the sub $7 range now that it's been confirmed since we came back down to 10. But you'll see we're pumping right now. But I am not going to buy this shit. I am actually the guy waiting for you to pump it so I can dump it. And why not, right? You still have Xenon that has to come out. Man, what the fuck is this? Oh yeah, that's my random prediction. I have a random prediction that on June 13th, things are gonna turn around for us. Just based on all the oscillations in this downtrend here. That's been rejected. 1, 2, 3 times already. One breakthrough, one dance, another dance to confirm downside continuation. And we've just been going down ever since. And that's kind of why, for me at least, I could totally see continuation down here. Like, right? Like, you just look at the lines. Like, you could see, like, we could definitely pump up, go up to 14, 15 bucks and, like, hang out, come back down, get rejected, come all the way down, and it'd just be, like, middle of June, and everybody's like, yo, I'm so exhausted. I thought it was going to stop at $7, you know? And, like, you've been part of the game. Like, the game got your ass. And that's kind of why, like, for me, I want to be in the game. I want to be in the game. And I think the way you be in the game is you start to burn again. Because this person who's burning right now, the 125, they're in the game. They don't care about what they're getting diluted on. Now, the smart game would be if you only have 125 million, you'd want to break that shit up into multiple days of burning so you could try to get the best gas play. So, like, that's why yesterday I was like, maybe I should play the gas, because gas is so low on the weekends. That's the actual opportunity for the explosion of the reward pool. The reward pool of the what do you call it? Of the protocol fees. So I predict we are more likely to see a high day on a weekend versus a weekday. So that's kind of why, like, I was like, dude, I need to make a play on the weekend. But I might have saved myself. I might want to do the lower gas days just because, or I mean the higher gas days, because there's less participants. So with this gas being high, yeah. See, the sentiment is starting to come back that you want to participate. We had a bump up of participants on Saturday, and then it went down because the divs were bad. So how many people got turned off, right? 65 people, then 20 less the next day, right? And right now it's one person. So I'm watching all of these different metrics here because I'm gonna catch the fucking bottom, bro, and I'm gonna get more coins than everybody holding. Imagine you've been buying DXN this whole time. You got 20 coins. You don't bottom at every little piece, but you got 20, and you stopped yourself from burning to potentially get, 100, right? If I take 94 tokens and I take them to the burn, and then I turn the 94 into 200, you won. Like, you won. You got the XN. You're coming out of the lobby plus positive in DXN, and now you're gonna have higher rewards as the cycle returned because you were the person participating when nobody was, right? When everybody else is fearful and they're like, this shit is a fail, you've been burning the whole time. And you see there's people in here trying to catch it. It's like a group of 20 motherfuckers. It's just 20 people. That's all that shit is. Zen Dutchland with the two. Zen buy if drops 80%. DXN buy under $3. USD Doge. I haven't even been looking at Zen Doge, bro. Let's look at that shit. I feel like it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt my heart. I told people not to get in that shit. Phoenix came out too on Binance Chain this past weekend, but I'm looking at the Zen chart, and again, a lot of my sentiments right now are based on this idea that Zen is going to 5 zeros and a 12. So we're at 518 right now, 5 zeros and an 18. So it's planning out perfectly. It's going exactly how I think it's going to go. Do we get below? Do we get sub level millions? And that'd be really awesome. But again, what we're looking at here is we're looking at this downside momentum to this particular area. That is the support and resistance. Maybe we get a little dip below. So that's really where I'm going to be eye candying Zen in order to get in. And this again is why I'm like, yo, you need to, if you can make a play on DBZen, these are the climates of well plays, bruh. Like you don't play when everybody else is playing. You look at this shit and you go, okay, but what if we're here on this on oh yeah. So let me scoot this over. Do. So this is Phoenix reward payout on Ethereum. We could see a trickle all the way down and then maybe a bounce. Actually, let's see how this looks real quick. Let's draw one more horizontal line. Looking at the daily. We'll give this a dash for some class. So yeah, if we break 16, which I'm pretty sure we will, yeah, definitely expect to go to these lows. If we can get into this pocket range, that would be amazing. But the thing that you're fighting against right now is the fact that the chart is becoming oversold, right? We're getting really, really close to oversold territory. And then on the weekly, we haven't even had a bump. RSI been trading sideways, but if you zoom in enough on the weekly, you'll actually see that Zen is bullish as fuck. Oopsies, where's it at? Yeah, so Zen is bullish on the weekly right now, right? You see this? The RSI is starting to come up and gather. That last run up to 5 zeros and a 7, that actually took us into another layer of Zen. So the bottom is really in. Technically, the bottom is in. Now, can you retest the bottom? Of course you can. But like on a project that's elevating the hive mind, right? Like Zen is based on self-custody and self-sovereignty. So of course, the price of it should go down as more people mint it. But we already discovered last week that there's not enough Zen actually coming on the market for people to wreck the price. It would be people holding it, deploying the capital. But then if they're going to deploy the capital, this is what's good about the burn protocols. Burn protocols stop those whales from destroying the price, because if they get rid of the Zen, DBZen goes up and Phoenix goes up. So another good way to hold these things underwater is to hold the Zen price underwater. Because once Zen starts to go up, all the derivatives follow. And that's kind of why I'm focused so much on building positions on Phoenix and on DBZen, more than I am being strategic about the price that I'm losing to get in. Like that will all be returned. Like I'm not really worried about that part. Like that's a given. That's a given in crypto. What's not a given is opportunity. Opportunities are not given to you. Those bitches are discovered. And you got to go out and find those. And looking at this Zen chart, let's turn off everything. I would love for us to go all the way back down and test this out. I'm scooping and I'm pumping my bags. Gonna get some of this, gonna get some of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely not getting no damn Zen Doge. Saudi. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. That's just like an insult to my intelligence. Let's look at it though. I see the future. You don't. Says Midnight. Phoenix fell, says Remy. Phoenix fell. I'm not rich. Man, I cannot wait for everyone to be standing in the sand. It's more like standing in quicksand right now. You'll get it. Wait until DB's NFTs drop. People will stop claiming their Zen, mints, and DXN will increase the power. Yeah, the DB's NFTs, man, that's gonna my theory. That's why. Okay, should I give you guys the gas? Do you guys want the real gas? Do you guys want the creepy gas? All right. Because there's some creepy shit, man. In case you guys didn't know, I call PulseChain on the day. Where's my screenshot at? I call PulseChain on the day. It's one of these. Oh, right here. Using Gematria. So in case you guys didn't know, your boy Crypto Bro is plugged into the Matrix. And I learned how to do Gematria in 2019. It came across my table in 2019. In 2020, I got more influenced by the practice because of the Kobe Bryant situation. And then ever since, I've just kind of caught on to it. And, you know, some people use astrology to predict scenarios. I like to use Gematria so that I can have a better understanding of where I am on the planet in space and time. Because time does exist and time does control the reality. It's just off the rip. That's why right now I'm on a time schedule, bro. I've been streaming for 1 hour and 7 minutes. Yeah, on the day at 12:22, I posted in a Telegram. I said today would be the best day for PulseChain to drop. Got the 216 present from today to RH's birthday. Does the devil wear Prada? We finna find out. But yeah, on the day I called PulseChain because of the 216. Actually, it was a mirror day as well, which gave us clear indication that something special was going to happen that day. I was looking at Phoenix because I was like, wow, Phoenix is coming out on the 13th, and we have a really special day here for potentially Zen to have a really, really nice day. But instead, it did, you know, like in case you didn't know, Zen came out on Richard Hart's birthday. So instead, it played in favor for Richard Hart than it did for Zen, because obviously everything in Zen went down that day. But that's why I was at least looking at this in the lens where I was like, yo, RH might have something going here. So I do have like a weird idea here in the Gematria world where we'll pull it up real quick. You guys want to get spooky? I use all of it to decipher since midnight. Decipher. You got to use it all, man. This is just free game. You can believe me if you don't want to. You know what I mean? But like I said, I've caught on to the game, and I'm not gonna let all of this shit fuck me up. You know, like I'm gonna make sure I'm covered on all sides. So like, what's crazy about PulseChain? You can type it into the calculator. PulseChain is 108, right? 108 and 45. So we knew off the rip that like on a special 108 day, which happens to be Richard's Hart birthday, shit was gonna get popping. Same with Zen though. That's why Zen is a spooky token. You type in Zen token, you'll see that it has the 108 and the 36 Mafia. But what's different about Zen is like you have to type it in as Zen token because Zen is a token, it's not a coin. And you could just look at Zen by itself, but it's not going to really give you much. But it did have this 38. So like 38, if you follow Gematria, it's a really important number that you want to see. You also want to see 11. 11 is an important number because it's it is a master number. Yeah, you like these numbers because they have numerology built behind them. So we have that 43, which is also in relation to 14, which is in relation to 41. Gets pretty deep. Same with 16 is in relation to 53, because it's the 53rd prime, as well as it's the 4th square. So like a square, right, is 4 times 4 times 4, blah, blah, blah. So pretty epic shit going on with Zen. Now, all right, now that I'm really into this shit, let's go into it. So let's look back at the Zen chart when Zen pumped for the first time. So see right here? Yes, sir. So when we had the Zen pump right here, right? We're looking at the weekly, so it doesn't look that good. But it was a full-blown rejection. So let's go into the day. All right. So right here, Um, yeah, that's November. This is xeNFTs. So yeah, the xeNFTs came out right here on the 26th. This xeNFT release pumped the price of Zen, and it was actually one of the first solid pumps from the all the way down. What the problem was that this pump was real, but it was artificial thing about this like very end of December was just so spooky. But like I was saying, the first confirmed day of liftoff, right? We had a good day, then we had liftoff, which happened on December 22nd. I mean 27th. So now what I've been doing is I've been eyeballing the reflection days because it seems that we have something going on in Gematria world where we can look at reflection days. Now, they said this shit is spooky, y'all. So your full reduction is 16, the fourth square, which is a cube. A cube. So you could even type it in. I think it's cube has some shit. Yeah. Cube is the reflection of 13 and 31. 31 being in relation to 11. So you have another fucking master number there for the cube. The cube is the master, right? Yo, study that shit. But yeah, we have a cube concept, and then what I'm looking at here is in relation to pump, right? So I'm like, yo, I want this shit to pump. Give it to me. But we have a reflection day in this 216, which is but not bizarre. It's like, is this shit a coincidence, right? Really hard for coincidence to pop up in this type of environment. They typically are strategized. So now we have an 81 on the board. So this is a 9, right? Because 81 is in relation to 9. It's the 9 square. So we have another fucking cube on the table. And then we have the 45. Then we have the reflection of 18. The 45 really doesn't matter because in Gematria, you should never use this. This is like reaching, like saying like 7 plus 31 plus 2 plus 0 plus 3. That's a reach, bruh. You want to be as organic as possible. So you want to keep those numbers connected. So you'll see we have the 61 and the 16 as well. And you'll look at Zen again, and you have the 16, right? So it's the reverse. And then you look at Zen token, you have that 108, which is 81 in reverse in numerology. And you have the 36. 36 is going to be in relation to the 6 square. It's also the triangular number for 666. And when you do 216, in case you guys didn't know, 216 is called the square because it's 6 times 6 times 6. So there's so much power that's going in on this day. There's also another relationship day here, the fucking 212 man and the 513. You know, there's this one guy in crypto. His name's like Water Above or whatever. And like I said, I've been in the word for Gematria since 2019. So it's not new to me, but I see that he sells like master classes and like all this extra shit, and he drives a narrative of his own. And that's the problem when you get into Gematria. You need to be very free and allow it to build. If you allow it to build and you don't try to build it, right? Like people try to use prediction. I feel like the stars are way more predictive than the numbers because they can change the numbers at any moment, right? It's the God. What's the term? God spoke us into existence. So like words are the formalities of programming. So as long as like right now, like I'm talking, this is the program, bro. So the program can change at any moment, but what will not change are the dates. So that's why you can call something on the day using the dates in relation to the way that it's adding up. That's why I'm like, when I saw this pump happen, and then I saw the 216 in May, because I started to then do everything 216. I was like, all right, we got too many cubes on the board. Let me look at every 216 from this date. And yeah, it's been popping ever since. So I'm really, really focused to see what happens here. That's kind of why I'm thinking that in the Zen world, we're gonna start to see more movement to the upside because we're getting too close to a squeeze where everything is in the favor of Zen, right? Because Zen is literally programmed to pump. So when everything is in its favor, it's probably gonna rip. Like that's when the rip will happen. It will be like, it's here for a reason. Like even when DBZen pumped, it pumped on or when DBZen came out, it came out on a very spooky day. Fucking March 22nd. Talking about March 22nd and 23rd? What the fuck? Like the 23? Like this is crazy, bro. But it's happening. I'm super excited to watch it play out. And that's kind of why, again, I'm like, how much lower how much lower can we go knowing that everybody knows that this shit is the GOAT, right? It's not like anything else because no, everybody has fair game opportunity. So the only people that can the people who can wreck it are getting very, very, very small. Like that collection of individuals are getting smaller and smaller, and we can see it here on the RSI. They only got so much more room before their jig is up because we all can see it because of the fairness of this program, right? It's programmed to pump, so it's programmed to dump. And thank God the program is almost to the end. Same with DXN. DXN, the program is almost to the end just due to human nature. Yeah, 23 is the ninth prime. Actually, this is the, if you know about Skull and Bones and shit, it's just free game. You can go look it up. This is their year. So a lot of things are centered around the cube. That's kind of why I was like, I'm so focused on the cube right now because I'm like, yo, we are trapped. No, we're not trapped, but you know what I mean? Like we are living out something that's not ours that we drive. So you might as well be aware of it versus getting caught in it. Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to say. You see the 38? 38 is on the board. There's just so much about this day. I'm watching it, and it's a Monday. I'm like, come on, bruh. It's, but what I'm thinking is we're leading up to something. So maybe the pumps are happening throughout, and then something epic happens. My thought is there's just some free shit that I'm thinking. My thought is that we get some sort of godlike candle that then creates ridiculous sell-off. So if you're trapped in the project if you don't understand, and now we're gonna do it again, right? And you're here right now. I made a tweet earlier today where I said like most of the populace won't understand Zen until year 2 or 3. Be so many people trapped inside that they'll have to learn about it. It's most immersive. So that's kind of the ways that I figure things out and just progress through. So don't cube yourself, bro. Fucking do not do that shit. MJ wore 23 and 45 for a reason. LeBron is the 38th all-time scorer and now has 38K points. Yeah, 38 is a special number. I mean, there's some 45 also is funny. It's like right in front of your face, right? Satoshi's birthday is April 4th, right? And then if you go and type in Bitcoin, Bitcoin has the 36 and the 45. Also, Bitcoin has the 72. So you could just type in, New World Order, or who has the W? Who is it? Oh yeah, the Jesuits. So you type in more world peace, it's like 72,753. I invented this shit. Like that's why it be creeping me out sometimes. Like I just think of some shit, then I go to the calculator and I'm like, bruh, for real? But yeah, you'll see these numbers, they follow all over the place. But there's something special about the 72 that I can't put together right now. I don't know if it's New World Order or is it Order over Chaos? Or Order out of Chaos. So this is an important slogan. Yeah, the 75. That's the 38 backwards, the 2222. But yeah, this is like all that shit where it's like, yo, you want to know who runs the world? Go and figure it out. And then you can see how they plan the days and the sports and all that shit. But that's why just a little addition. I'm about to end my stream anyway, so I just went a little wacky right there. For those that stuck around, shout out to everybody that stuck around. But yeah, you want to make sure you put it all together because it all makes sense. Makes sense for all this shit to pop off, mathematically and spiritually, motherfucker shit. Shit, should we try the bridge right now? God damn, 80 Quay? Over there to mint. I'm for sure minting. Cause I'm gonna be in the Zen world. I ain't doing nothing else. I'm just doing Zen shit. There's no reason for me to do anything else, you know? Like, all I need is Zen, no matter what. All I need is Zen, 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 no matter what. I don't need nothing else. Bridge takes on average 38 hours. Hey, man, don't say 38. 38 hours. If you got a hell of bread over here, you're trapped in this shit. All I do really hope though is that this is successful and it makes a lot of people millionaires. And if it does that, I am extremely happy. But if it does not make people millionaires and um, it hurts the community of crypto, I'm gonna be extremely mad. I'm gonna be mad for everyone that can't be mad. That's just how it is. There has to be someone on the other side of the spectrum, you know? And I, for some reason, have it. Oh, thank you. Shout out's kindness, man. He blessed me so I can make some transactions. Because I'm gonna port in. We'll do it though. We'll bridge in some ETH right now, man. We'll bridge it in. Or actually, how much? How much am I paying? But yeah, you guys are doing it. It's working good. I got 10 VMUs, xeNFTs, 24 Gwei over the weekend, 85 bucks. Oh, okay, you're talking about on ETH. That's good. Post bridge only takes 15 minutes now. I just used it this morning. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. I heard it was only taking so long. Well, that was for me. So, so what is it, Day? Did you do it today? If not, it's cool, you know. Um, but that's kind of where I'm at with it too. I'm trying to find a play on PulseChain. So, cause I want to play too, man. I'm a DBZen. I'm trying to get some gains, bruh. I need some gains, bruh. So I'm down. Why is this popping up again? Oh, switch it, man. Go to Ethereum. Okay. Or what is your guys' take on this? Should someone bridge with ETH, or should I buy Hex and bridge Hex in? Has anybody thought of that? I haven't heard any discussions of the best way to enter the bridge on Twitter. Like, are we entering with Richard Hart tokens, or should we enter with Vitalik tokens? Which is the fastest? Yes, post bridge is minutes now, but it usually will take at least 15 minutes due to the validation process. 15 minutes not that bad. I mean, it's not instant. I mean, Stella Swap is so fast, right? Like, if you've been watching the channel, I've shown you some bridges that I've used. OG Zen, it's available on PulseChain now, and now that more and more transactions on the bridge are starting to flow, the community is feeling safe with transferring funds over the bridge. Again, you're just gonna want to wait a little bit of time, I guess, if or you're gonna want to go into this with time. You know, maybe do it today so you can do fun shit tomorrow, right? But don't go in with it today with this philosophy that you're going to get it today. All right. You're not who PulseChain is onboarding right now. They're still trying to get their community back, I think, into the mix of things because they've waited 2 years for the chain. So they kind of had the open philosophy here. But if you are a Zenian looking to get your hands on P.o.P because you notice that it is relatively close to Ethereum price, you know, I wouldn't say go in here and buy this. Definitely don't buy it. But go and mint some for sure. Get ready. Because now that Classic Zen has an interface, let's look at that. Let's take the spooky stuff off of the screen. We don't want to be spooky no more. Stop it. Stop the chaos. I've used ETH and DAI. Okay. What happened to VampX? Hey, it's still there. They still doing it. I'm gonna farm ink and dump it for Zentarions. That's a good one. That's a good strategy. That's actually the strategy people should be playing. I think in Pulse, you should be using Zen to get more Pulse, and you should be using Pulse to get more Zen. And that's your yin and yang on that chain while everybody else figures it out. So if you could get the ink, fucking sell that shit into Zen, bro. Maybe that's how you get Zen off of the DEX, is you get the incentive token and you do it that way. But yeah, you got the good EAA over here still. It's around halfway through. Should be like at 6%. EAA disappears at 10 million. So when it gets to 10 million, that's when the EAA early amplified adoption phase is over, and everybody gets the same amount of Zen. And there's a game in that too, man. Nobody's even looking at shit. I don't hear no one talking about how every single one of these chains has the same amount of Zen. What do you call it? Since Polygon can do 128 VMUs, like ETH, and Moonbeam too. All of my max mints in Moonbeam get 4 billion. All my max mints on Polygon got 4 billion. All my max, not on Avalanche, My new ones with 72, they got 4 billion. So it does look like there's a total cap when it comes to minting max, and no one really talks about that shit. I don't know why no one really talks about it, but that kind of that summarizes that there will always be opportunity to get Zen, because you would still want to wait for more people to push the G rank to mint again, so you can get more days and more Zen. As the G rank rises, so does the max terms. So in case you didn't know that, max terms goes up as G rank goes up. So as this number will be reflective like the other chains as this number goes up. So this is what you want to watch, right? Damn, look at the active stakers. 2, 2, 2, 3, just like that. 6%. What did I say? Just by looking at it, man. Say I'm not a Zenian without saying I'm not a Zenian. Uh, but yeah, looking at that and that, this is still looking really good over here. Are my OG? How do I get my OG ones? Do those pop up here? All my old XeNFTs that were forked? Nah. Oh, this got to say OG, right? Or what the fuck? What's the OG PulseChain link? Mr. Jack Levin. Mr. Jack Levin. Mint for 273 days. You will be in front of the bubble. Just mint all the way, man. If PulseChain is going to be popping, just keep minting it. What I've learned from my experience on the side chains is you just want to keep minting. If you're the only person with the Zen over there, Zen will bring value. So you don't need to worry about the value. That's why it's like I do need to mint on PulseChain, because the community is so valuable. And you guys should, the PulseChain community should help maintain the price. Oh, it's og.zen.network. Ah, I see what you did there, Mr. Levin. Smooth criminal. He's like, I'm gonna put an OG in front of that shit. Tight. I'm hyped, man. That means all my classic Zen mints from the ETH world. That's why I got my attention. I was like, yo, I gotta get over there now. Look at this. What the fuck? OG posts. Please check your wallet. I'm on PulseChain already. What do you need from me? We're already here. Then mint after the bubble. What's the bubble? What are you talking about? What's the bubble? What is that? That's the alpha. Have a big gap in your mints between. I will forever mint, but how am I gonna start? How am I gonna go short ladder attack these bubbles without a bag? Yeah, I won't lie though. Connect. Oh, I have to connect. Okay, that makes sense. I won't lie. Just from my experience, since I guess I'm like a OG now in a sub chain, you're gonna be way more mad that you didn't go long when that EAA is gone. I'm just keep it real. All of my AVAX mints, I'm pissed that the ones that are coming out right now that have like 7 EAA, but I only did 200 days. I'm pissed. I could have hit those 400 day maxes and just bought it off the decks. And you know, DCA into the decks, because you can still mint more, but at some point, people should start dumping their Zen, and that's going to give you a better entry. It's inevitable. Everything in Zen dumps. Everything dumps. Everything dumps. It hasn't dumped yet. P.o.P hasn't dumped. Like, this needs to go lower, right? It's cheap. It shouldn't be on the same scale as ETH. If it's $84 for a full max VMU, then yeah, it needs to be priced like Binance. You know, Binance is expensive for a full max VMU, but it's cheaper than Polygon. So what will change the game here for Pulse Zen will be liquidity. So right now it's at 11,000 in liquidity. Hopefully when the price tanks, that liquidity will come in. But there's going to be more opportunity, because again, when you look at these side by side, this is a sub chain. You still get 80% for XN on this chain, right? So there's always going to be that realization. You could try everything you want to make all these chains work, or you can try everything you want to make a sub chain work, but then it just makes you work with every sub chain. Zen breaks maximalism, and it shows you that blockchains are here to serve, not for us to to discover. Like it's our servants. The blockchain should serve you. So hopefully this price stays up. But I'm bullish on PZen in the long term, and I'm bearish on the short term because it needs to dump. There's not enough liquidity, and somebody can come through and just wreck it. I'm buying 33,000 acres, so I'll be fine. If you create the top, you can create the bottom. where where are you losing? Yeah, nah. I mean, if you can create the top, man. That's why I like looking at these prices is another just idea here. Like look at Zen Doge. Zen Doge is or Zen Doge. Doge chain is up here now because there's no liquidity. Everybody pulled out, so now the price is finding a floor at 7 zeros, right? ETH, this one is crazy because everybody had extra coins and they sold them all the way down. The thing that's saving PulseChain from being ETH Pal Zen is that PulseChain has a good community. So that's going to always be its best selling points. That has a good community. And you guys are crushing the transactions right now. Over 500 more than these other chains. And that's why I'm chilling, bro. I'm like, all right, I got to get over there. I don't need to buy, though. I just need to get over there because they're crushing it. This is what Binance Chain did, though. If you've been following my channel, when we've been looking at this, there was a point in time where Binance Chain ruled transactions, and now it's not because most of the people poured it out. They went other places because Binance has the one way thing. So the blockchain affected Binance. It's still there, though. Still people playing Phoenix and stuff. So, hey, it's still there. And that's why I'm not bearish on Zen. I'm very bullish on all Zen in the long term. I am short-term bearish on certain chains, which is, I guess, really just PZen and PZen. I think MZen is going to see a good day with Zen Shiba. MZen needs more shitcoins off the rip. If there's more shitcoins on MZen, people would burn up all the Zen. But the shitcoin came out on ETH. Like, come on, man. Like, come on. We knew this was going to flop. Your week. Like I was saying, I might not be on stream tomorrow with kindness. We might push it to a different day because I got some real life shit I got to do. Yeah, man, you guys be safe out there. Keep looking at every angle of Zen. Do not get trapped in one thought. Keep expanding the way that you think so that you can continue to find the gains. And keep your eye on the prize. The prize is to be in participation. Prize is not to own the coin. Owning the coin is a bonus. If you have a lot of those coins, you got a good bonus, man. But you really just want to pay attention and participate. You'll always come out ahead of all the people buying the coins. And that's the main focus this week, yo. Every day we talk this week, yo, you're going to be hearing about how I'm getting participate. How am I getting in? Whether it's in Phoenix or in Zen or in DBZen. Because again, I ain't buying the shit coins. I didn't even show, real quick, for the people in the back. So I have it right here. I was shit talking Zen Doge, but what did I say, man? It played out exactly like I said. It's going to be worth less. Worth less. Right? It's a program, man. It's a program. It's going to be worth less. Worthless. You'll see right here goes down. Let's switch it over to Zen. God damn. Because everybody dumped it. I literally said, buy the inflation. I had mad people shitting on me. Even Jack Levin had to step in. That's why I was like, damn, Jack. Fine, man. You're just trying to shill this shit. I'll shill it with you. I'll shill it too, darn it. Where is it at? I don't have my tweet up. But yeah, I tweeted and I said like it was going to dump below inflation. Because that was the whole point. Like the whole point was for you to burn a bunch of Zen, which it did, man. It ripped it. 1.1 trillion Zen went in here. Like that could have gone into DBZen, that could have gone into Phoenix, but instead it went to the dog coin. And this is why we got to protect the community, guys. Like straight up, like somebody's got to think differently. Or everybody would have went balls deep in this shit. Everybody. And that's kind of why for me at least, I'm promoting the opposite of the pack. If everyone's saying this is the way to go, I'm saying hell to the no. Hell to the no. Switch this to. Oh, that's it right there. All right, this is gonna be too hard. I'm not putting a lot of energy into this. We didn't even get a lot of donations. That's how you know this shit was stupid, man. If people really cared about dogs, this thing would have 20 ETH in it. And that's just being based off DBZen. People still got 20 ETH for DBZen, but they ain't got 20 ETH for no dogs, y'all. Wake the fuck up. Wake up. Wake up, wake up. Price is 61 Zen. Oh, shit. I didn't even think of that because it's just like such a low price. 61 Zen. Wow, what a dump. You know the peg, it should be 1,000 to 1. Oh, so it started to pump even below the peg, guys. See, that's how you knew it was gonna be a flip-flop. This thing is so below the peg. Hold up. Hold up. Damn. I really hope you didn't burn for this. Hold up. Damn. Crypto Bro tells you this shit wasn't worth it. Hold up. Damn. Y'all motherfuckers is off. Damn. Yeah, you're supposed to have, it's supposed to be way up here. Lots of room to grow though. So keep your eye on it because there is a lot of opportunity to grow, and we're just in the beginning stages, but this is why you want to make sure you do all of your research, because now if you did burn 1,000 to 1, you're holding. I'm holding too. I have 19 million Zen, or 20 million, or 200, because I did 20 million. So I have 200,000. No, yeah, I fucking got wrecked because I put in $57 worth of USD. Yeah, I got wrecked, dude. Oh my gosh. It should be way up here. Ooh. Ooh. Damn, everybody's pissed. You know Jack Levin, man. He like, damn, what the fuck? What the fuck I bought that stupid ass? God damn. Oh, this shit's already 99%. All right, keep your eye on it. Where's the 99% at from the... All right, let's keep our eye on it. We'll draw the line. I don't know if this saves my lines. Maybe I'll do it on my own. Negative 7, so 0.07 Zen. Holy shit. This thing is cheaper than Zen. Yeah, y'all are tripping, man. This shit gonna be cheaper than Zen. Will it come back? God damn. Zen Doge flipping Zen soon. It is. It is gonna flip Zen. It's gonna be cheaper than Zen. Shit. We're gonna have a Zen token in the ecosystem cheaper than the token that you have to burn for it. Like way cheaper. Like it's one thing to be a couple Zen off, but like fucking negative? What? Wild. Smoker, you can mint OG Zen. Yeah, mint OG Zen. It's not about the dog, it's about making money. Well, I'm sorry, Triple. Everybody lost the money. I don't know who made money on this. Who made money on this? Because if you've got in, you have to hodl. Because it's got to get back to parity, and it's so far away. It's so far away. Look at it, or look at, oh man, I thought it was going away, but now you guys got me going because I knew I didn't explain why the doggy coin is shit. But like, look at Phoenix right now. Phoenix is dropping in price compared to Zen, but flip the chart and then you'll see it's actually starting to catch a bottom while the parity kind of holds the peg as we go into the reward pool. And that's what we want to see. We want to see the parity keep the peg, right? We want to see people try to sell it down because they don't get it. And then you as like the buyer, you want that so you can buy their extra copy from the DEX. Because if they're selling below peg, then they're basically selling their extra copy. And that's where we are right now. So you see, this is the type of shit you want to see, bro. Very close to the peg on the upside. But you look at Zen Doge, what the fuck? All there is upside potential, but how are we going to get there? Who's going to put the money in? And again, I mean, I guess if people believe in the dog coin, then they'll put the money behind it, but there's only 62,000 on liquidity. And we'll see. Like, I have some tokens, so pump it up, please. But this is again why Phoenix is more superior than Zen Doge. It's going to always hold closer to the peg. No peg is below 5,000. So we can look at MZen to see that already has happened. MZen broke below the peg and popped back up instantly. And the peg is more likely to break a couple days to a week after the reward pool because the inflation is now captured by the stakers. So the stakers can go to the DEX and sell the inflation. Again, why I'm saying like it might be smarter for long stakers to see reward pool parties as discounts more than price goes down, because it might go up again and go back to challenging the peg because again, this is based off burning Zen, and the whole idea is to burn Zen. So there's going to be some point in time where everyone is just focused on burning, and all these dApps could potentially be higher than the burn ratio because there's not enough Zen coming on the market. And this is so high in price that not enough people can burn it down, and it takes reward pools to bring it down. Kind of like what we see here, but it would just be up here. And it might, and then, you know, as Phoenix becomes more and more successful, this could get higher and higher in parity, right? That's again going why I was shitting on Zen Doge, because this fell down and it caught a floor already. Like, essentially everybody sold their inflation, so you can go and stake it for the new inflation that's coming in as people burn for Phoenix. And again, as people buy this off of the DEX, right? Like if I come in and I buy 20 million Phoenix and I stake it for 21 million years or 21 years, then now all of this is in my possession, and now the only way people can get Phoenix is to burn Zen. So then that's gonna pump the reward pool, which then is gonna pump the parity, which then is gonna make me fucking rich. I'm not even showing this shit because I'm just like, fucking, this shit's gonna get crazy. This shit's gonna get crazy. But where's the bottom? Where's the bottom? This is the bottom. All of this shit is the bottom. Everything that you're looking at is the bottom, because the bottom, the real bottom in Zen, or the real window closure in Zen is when people can't burn Zen anymore because there's not enough on the market. And another big burn effect would be when all of them come out. Like when all that Zen starts to flow out every day, then it's burner exhaustion all over again. How many people actually made 400-day stakes or 400-day burns to keep up with everyone burning? And as those people fall off, the burns become more or less and less. And like, what happens if Zen is actually overburned, right? We had so much Zen staked, so much Zen put towards protocols, so much Zen put towards the future that there's actually no Zen left to burn, right? And that's kind of why I'm thinking some point in time, this is gonna, all these things are gonna jump up past their parities. And when they go past the parity, then it's gonna be for the Zenian, and that's why they call it a reward. Looking at DXN, like I said, $11 now, because people keep buying it. Another 2,000 off of the fucking DEX. It's not even moving the price though. 2,000 DXN barely moved the price. Wow. Who is this person? Why would they buy from here? They're probably gonna dump it. Yeah, it looks like that's what they do. They buy a bunch and then they slowly DCA out. Oh, this is a new player. This is a player, returning player. They dumped their whole bag on the 14th. Now it's the 22nd and they're getting back in. So the last time they did this, they did $29 and then they sold it 24 and 23. So this is why I'm saying there's still some sell pressure to happen, because people are trying to pump it up, but every lobby, someone's just going to keep selling it down. So keep your eye on it, bro. But man, I'm out of here, bro. We need some DXN FUD. It ain't going to happen. We all watching this. Like I said, we waiting for those 13 ETH lobbies. That's what we waiting for. That's coming soon. That's when I deploy the capital. Deploy the capital. All right, y'all. Peace.